Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. All right, this is what I've been kind of waiting for. I'm glad people are enjoying my IVC-960. I have been posting videos. We did get this restored, and I'm going to be running a tape on it today and doing a test. So this made a good opportunity to share this exciting news that I just got. All right, guys. I had a gentleman contact me, and he's in the Los Angeles area. He's an older gentleman, and he knows this machine very well. And he was able to give me a lot of information because he was part of the IVC development back during the day, and he wanted to share some information with me. He found my video on YouTube, and he told me he literally was blown away. He almost fell over off his chair when he came across the video, and he had to contact me right away because there's information about the machine that I didn't know, and he wanted to share this information. So let's talk about this machine. All right, guys, the information that he told me, and he's coming for a visit because he really wants to take a picture with this machine, and you're going to know why in a couple minutes. But he wants to take a picture with this machine because he said what I have here is an extraordinary find, and I didn't quite get what he was really talking about. I know it's rare, but this is something else. All right, this is an IVC-960. It was made as a color video editor in 1970, late 1969. These were on demand, meaning you would pay for them, and they would be built for you and then shipped to you once they were manufactured and put together. They would ship it to you after it was paid for. It was like a pre-order type of thing. This was 1969, 1970. There was only between 250 or 300. He says most likely it's a lot less because this came out in 1969, late 69, early 1970. Now, 2-inch quad videotape was in all the TV stations at that time. The problem with this machine and why it failed is because anybody that was using the IVC format, at this time, and with this particular machine, it wasn't a very popular format. IVC was one of those offshoot video companies that was trying to get off the ground and develop even more stuff. They weren't quite like Ampex, but the Ampex quad machines were more versatile. They're 2-inch quad. So the reason this thing failed and it didn't take off in 1970 like it should have is, first of all, they scrapped this project because if you're going to make a tape on this, and say you want to send it to a television station, they have to have a machine like this in their system to play it back, okay, or a portable. But most likely, this particular machine would be the one that would be in television stations. And, if you didn't have an adjacent TV station with the same machine to play the tape back, if you were going to send the tape over to them, it did you no good. So this machine was like too late in development. It didn't make it because there was very few of them made, very few of them bought. And here's the kicker, guys. Here's the kicker of the whole thing. When this machine was new, he even knew how much it cost. I was totally blown away by this. This machine on order, if you order one of these back in 1969, 1970, this machine was $120,000 to order. This is insane. I did not even, oh my God, I was blown away when he told me that. They were $120,000 each. And if anybody knows anything about 2-inch quad machines, those machines were pretty up there in price as well. So basically what killed this machine probably was the cost, the price of it. There was very few of these made, a couple hundred or less. I doubt it was even that. They had to be pre-ordered and paid for. Plus, any station you would send your tapes to, something you might make in your own production facility, the other station had to have a compatible machine like this to play the tape on air at their location. There wasn't enough of these sold for that to even happen. And plus, 2-inch quad was already saturating the market, so people just didn't find any interest in actually buying one of these. Even though it was a video editor, but quad machines could edit too, but even though this was a video editor, that didn't even save it, because quad machines, you could actually edit on quad machines also. So it just didn't suit the purpose. It was very impractical. Even though it was a great idea, great design, it just didn't cut the mustard, as you would call it. But the portable machines did sell. The cable stations, so a lot of the portable IVCs did sell, and those tapes do play on here as well as the large size tapes. So this is a very, very valuable machine. Not only valuable, it's very, very rare, very, very expensive. And on top of it, mine's working, which you won't probably find anywhere, anything like this. This is ridiculous. This is one of the rarest machines you'll ever find. But anyways, he told me a little bit of history about IVC and making this machine and what went behind it. But IVC, like I said, wasn't a company that was around very long. It kind of went away relatively fast because of competition. But in 1970, this machine was pre-order, and they were so expensive that people just didn't want to spend the money because 2-inch quad already saturated the market. So I hope you guys learned something, and hope you liked a little education about this IVC-960. So hope you enjoyed this video.